our session, I talked about the dynamic of power and how important power is. Well, bullying is recognized as power-based behavior. It doesn't necessarily mean that it only happens if you're in a position of power, because we get power from all other kinds of places. But it is about power and control. So let's take a look now at the proposed definition of bullying and harassment under Bill 14. It says, includes any inappropriate, vexatious. What is vexatious? It means intentional behavior that someone meant to do. Now, this is a difference in bullying or personal harassment versus discriminatory harassment. In discriminatory harassment, we look at outcome. We don't look at intention, because often people can sometimes make comments, say things on a gender basis or other basis, and they don't really realize that it's offensive because of their history or what they've always done, or they're just not aware of it. So it's possible in human rights, we don't really look at that. But in bullying, it's very difficult to say that the behavior associated with bullying, that somebody can do that and not be aware of it. We look at it as intentional behavior. That's what vexatious means. Vexatious conduct or comment by a person towards a worker. So person is broad. It means anyone you come in contact with in the course of your employment, towards a worker that the person knew or reasonably ought to have known. So there's that reasonable person standard that we talked about earlier again. So it has to be something that most people would find offensive, most people would think shouldn't be happening, that would cause the worker to be humiliated, offended, or intimidated. So this is huge, I think, for us in British Columbia, because it really is empowering us as individuals, as employees, to be able to speak up about this issue of workplace bullying, which, as I said, is far more common than discriminatory harassment. And I can tell you, because I've seen it, far more damaging. I have sat across the table from a lot of people who are crying, unhappy, physically ill because they've been bullied at work. And I don't know about you, but I don't think that should be happening in a workplace.